My business is set to start this September of 2019. So my question is, should September to December be my Q1 or Q3? So what happens is this. You'll hear the term fiscal year and calendar year. And a lot of companies have their year end not on December 31st. And I'll explain why. So retail companies, and usually your fourth quarter is the strongest one. Each year has 4 quarters, fourth quarter being October, November, December. The fourth quarter is usually the strongest one for companies. And so retail companies, their fiscal year doesn't end on December 31st. It ends usually on January 31st. For example, GameStop, ticker GME, a great gaming company that sells retail video games. Their fiscal year ends in January. And the reason it does, as for most retail companies, is because January is a big month for them, right? So December is big, of course, but January is important because of returns. Now, companies like Hewlett-Packard, or ones that are very much focused on governments for contracts and a big percent of revenue, they'll end their fiscal year with the government. So the United States government fiscal year end is October. And so Hewlett-Packard's fiscal year end is also October. Now, most companies have a fiscal year end of December because December is a very big shopping month. The last quarter, that is, October, November, December. But a lot of companies keep their fiscal years based on when they started their company. And so Oracle and Microsoft started their companies in the summers. And so their fiscal years end in May for Oracle and June for Microsoft. So what I would say, Asila, is if you're just starting right now, just to keep it simple, if you have a very small company, I would just make Q4, meaning calendar Q4, October, November, December, your fourth quarter as well. But you could talk to your accountant based on where you live in the world, because your accountant might recommend that your first quarter be your first real quarter. So if you start the company in September, then maybe September, October, November should be your first quarter. Okay. And I know it doesn't line up perfectly with the calendar year. But again, talk to your accountant and or tax lawyer if you have one. Great question. Thank you. And different countries are different. Like in Japan, the fiscal year end for almost every country, or every company, including Canon, Nikon, Nintendo, etc., Sony, all the good stuff, is March. Japanese companies have March fiscal year ends.